Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm super excited to show you something that might help you on how you work with sensitive information. We're diving into LM Studio, a nice tool that lets you run powerful AI models right on your computer, with no internet required, no coding skills. As knowledge managers, we're constantly balancing the need to leverage cutting-edge tools, integrating them into the flow of knowledge while protecting confidential information. That's why I think you're going to love what I'm about to show you. LM Studio is an app that lets you discover, download, and run local LLMs. Basically, your personal AI assistant that lives entirely on your computer without sending a single byte of your data to external servers. Pretty cool, right? For us, knowledge managers, this means we can ask AI about sensitive documents without privacy concerns, work with confidential information even when offline, avoid subscription costs for cloud-based AI services. The best part, you don't need any coding skills to get started. LM Studio provides a super friendly interface that makes working with AI models as easy as chatting with a colleague. Before we jump into the demo, let's quickly cover some concepts into simple words. Large language models are AI models that uses neural networks to process and understand human languages. These AI models are trained on vast amounts of text data. They understand context, generate human-like responses, and can assist with everything from summarizing documents to answering complex questions. So how do LLMs works? Here's an excerpt from The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. You give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you truly give. Let's transform this passage to a language model that can write like Khalil Gibran. We'll start by thinking of this passage as a time series, where each word is modeled as a node, and each word depends on the previous one. Now, let's think of this passage as frequency of occurrence. Notice that the word you occurred 4 times. The word give occurred also 4 times. The words when and of occurred 2 times. Let's merge similar words into one node. This transforms our time series into a graph of words. If we add probabilities to these relationships, it becomes a language model. And those red values becomes the model parameters. You can use this model to generate text in the style of Khalil Gibran. Now let's read from the beginning the model. It starts with you. Following the pass with a high probability of 75%, the model moves to the next word, give. From this new word, the model again makes a prediction with a probability of 33%. It generates but. The language model continues exploring possibilities from the next word. The sentence is evolving and guiding by probabilities and the connections within its learned graph. This example is a glimpse into the interesting world of language models, where words emerge not from rigid rules, but from a dialect, from a dance of probabilities and learned associations. This web of connections is what allows these LLMs to generate text with their own linguistic fabrics. Now, let me walk you through getting started with LM Studio. First, head over to the LM Studio website and download the latest version on your machine. The website will automatically detect your machine configuration, whether it is a Mac, a PC, or Linux. Once you click on this link that best fits your machine, the file will be downloaded into your application folder. For example, if you are using Mac machine, it will be downloaded to your app folder, and you simply drag and drop it into applications, and then you launch it from here. Now you launched LM Studio, we need to download our LM model. To do so, you can just click on this magnifier icon or go to Discover page. You see the list of LM models here available for download. There are plenty of models. For example, Gemma 3, the recently released by Google, which is best known for multimodal input, images, texts, videos, and any kind of multimedia. So then you have the DeepSeek R1, launched by Alibaba, best known for its reasoning capabilities. The Phi 4 by Microsoft, known to be efficient, quick LM models. And then the Llama 3 by Meta, the parent company of Facebook. LM Studio will tell you whether this model fits your machine or not. So you have here this message, likely too large for this machine. And you need to look at the number of parameters, 70 billions. Remember the association between words from our example, those red values are the weight between associations. And this one is 70 billion. So let's choose something which is smaller for this demonstration. Let's go with the Gemma 3 4 billions. And let's download this model. So now LM Studio is downloading your model locally onto your machine, and later we need to load this model into our memory, and again locally. No need later on for an internet connection. The download has completed, and now we need to load this model into our chat area. So to do so, you can exit. You can load it directly, but let me show you the proper way. Let's go to the chat area, and we can load it from here. You can choose if you have multiple models, you can load it from here. So now the model has been loaded into our system memory, and it is fully loaded into our machine. Let's start with a new chat. So you can create a new chat and you can start asking questions. The interesting part, every model you can fine-tune its parameters. So let me show you a couple of parameters. If I go to my models, then I choose the model in question. So then I click settings. Here are a couple of parameters. Context length. Context length is the maximum number of information that a model can remember throughout the conversation. The more the length is bigger, the more the model will remember information, which makes the conversation have some kind of memory. And then you have something related to prompt, the system prompt. This is how you guide the model to answer questions. So here I specified you need to act as a knowledge manager to answer the questions. So again, let's go to our chat and then start with a basic question. What is knowledge management? Okay. So the model starts to answer the question, and it's all done locally. If we are not satisfied with the answer, then we need to go with a larger model and choose instead of 4 billions, something like 12 billions or 27 billions. Okay, so we can do something else. We can attach a document and ask questions on this document. So I can attach any Word document, summarize the attached document. So the model will start to ingest the document into the memory, so it's part of the context, and now the questions or the summarization will happen directly in the memory for our document. The response time seems quite fast given the size of the model. So it's pretty fast, and I can say the summary is relevant to the document content. I can stop it. You can also attach some kind of images and ask what those images contains, or even you can write some kind of narratives if you take some photos for inspections. So here it is, LM Studio. You can see how technology has advanced and how easy now we can download and load into our memory locally the LLMs. No need for technical expertise or coding. You can consider this tool as your personal AI assistant. Start downloading the models. Let me know what are your use cases. And if you have any question, please let me know. Have a great day. And until next time, stay safe.